and inspiration. I'm your host, Danielle Patterson Winningham, and today I'm super excited to be presenting to you this whole let me get it right over here. This whole in the black thing, and this came about as some articles that I was reading about just our future as small business owners, our future as a people, and just knowing that while we're great at what we do, we don't always have enough bottom line focus on what we do. And so I wanted to bring to you guys some of who I consider the best in the business. And I've watched Shay Brown and Trevor OTTS for so long that it's ridiculous. They didn't even know who I was. These were the people that I watched when I came into the game. And I said to myself, man, if I'm ever able to touch things and grow things like they can touch things and grow things, it'll be a wrap for me. So I wanted to bring them on because I know by you seeing them, you're going to say to yourself, wow, not only are you going to be inspired by their ability to just strategize and mastermind, which I'm just going to be honest, I serve almost a primarily female demographic. And so I'm always telling you guys, stop worrying about your hair and your shoes and worry about your bottom line profit. Stop worrying about do she like you or don't she like you, and start worrying about does the person at the bank know your name? Does your financial advisor know your name? Does your accountant know your name? Worry about the right people liking you and worry about the right stuff. And so today, if you've not registered, make sure you go to bit.ly/black webinar to be able to get some amazing freemiums from the people that you're about to interact with. Get your pens, get your papers. Don't be trying to see what nobody got on. Don't be trying to see who talking about who, and get ready to get you some greatness. I'm going to hand it over to my amazing host, Alto V. Spelzer, so that she can do them justice and honor them with a proper introduction. Alto V's.
Thank you so much, Danielle. Hey guys, we are back. It is part two. Listen, if you missed this morning, we're going to let it slide because you missed that one. We're going to let it slide. But you do not want to miss this afternoon. You do not want to miss this evening or the 3 more sessions coming up tomorrow. So bit.ly/BLAQ webinar is how you register in order for you to be a part of this. Not only that, they're talking about giving some gifts and some freebies that you guys want to definitely get a part of and get your hands on. So in order for you to be able to get any of that, you have to be registered. And if you're watching this via live or the replay, definitely share this out on your timeline, share it out in your groups. Somebody's going to need this information. I can guarantee it. And so, who we have coming this morning, well, this afternoon now, I am excited. So I had to bring up his bio. I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a part of his bio that I did not want to get wrong. I did not. Because this piece of his bio is like a nugget in itself. And it says, you don't need another text that supposedly teaches you how to earn more revenue in your business. You need an unabated sales visionary. And that is a nugget right there. Because a lot of times we're out here in this world kind of like flapping around like a fish out of water, following whatever sparkles and shines. But here it is, he told you right then and there, you need an unabated sales visionary. Now, go ahead, put it in the comments. How many of y'all struggle with sales? Say me. Don't lie. I see y'all. I'm watching. Don't lie. Say me. It's okay. A lot of us do not like the sales piece of business. Why? Because we would love to be able to show up in all of our glory and everybody just say, you know what? Whatever it is you're selling, I want to buy it. But we know it doesn't work that way. So we have the amazing Shay Brown that will be talking to us this afternoon. And then we have Trevor coming after us. But I'll leave his intro, so I got something
out there?
We hear you, Shay.
Good. The good news is they can hear me because sometimes, you're doing these things, you're not sure if they can hear you or not. Maybe you've been there before where you started off, by the way, and guess what? They couldn't hear you. But that's okay. You do it anyway. And it's from those failures, it's from those mistakes that we get our biggest lessons, and that is to do a mic check. Why y'all do mic check? Because I want to make sure you can hear me, and I'm so excited. I couldn't wait. All day long, I was passing back and forth. I was calling at the college. What's going on? Today is the day. She's like, today is the day for what? What do you mean for what? Today is the day where the magic happens. And because of Donnell Whittington, it's all possible. And you are here today. So let me take a moment. Let me just acknowledge you for the champion that you are. Let me acknowledge you for the winner that you are. Because only winners show up. Only champions show up. So if you're a champion and you believe that today is your day, if you're a champion, because only champions here, if you believe this is your moment, that this is your time, what I'd like you to do right now is take the link right now and share it. Pay it forward. See, others can register. Others can join. Others can be a part of the tribe. Look, don't keep it to yourself. Don't keep it to yourself. I want you to pay this message forward with someone else. And why do I want you to do that? Why? Because Donnell has made it possible for others just like you to watch. She's made it possible to bring all these resources together. She could have kept it to herself. She could have said, well, I know all the answers. But that's not what she said. What she said is, it's time to share. Jot this in your notes. This is your first note for today. Success is a team sport. You can only get so far by yourself. Jot that in your notes. Success is a team sport. You can only get so far by yourself. And here's what I believe. It is my belief. And I want you to listen very carefully because I'm bringing my best ideas today. And I'm going to share what we're going to talk about, but I want to share my common belief that I want you to have in your notes. And I want to make sure you hear me and you listen like you've never listened before. And here it is. I believe the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. Let me say that again so you hear that very clearly. Let's listen. Matter of fact, write these notes down, jot this down, share this over in the group, by the way. The results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. And the challenge that I'm seeing right now, Danielle, as I'm talking to folks, the big challenge I'm seeing is that a number of folks out there, they're concerned about the thing called sales. And because when they hear sales, they think of a dirty word. When they hear selling, they think of a used car salesman. When they hear selling, they think of a sleazeball, someone trying to convince them. And that's not what selling is about. And so today, I've learned, after 15 years, doing this all the time, full time. I've got 15 years of experience only working with sales professionals, entrepreneurs, speakers, authors, coaches, trainers, people just like you who are just like me. I found out that they don't want to sound sleazy. They don't want to sound like someone else. They don't want to sound like their coach. They don't want to sound like her. They don't want to sound like, they want to be authentic. They want to be themselves. And they want to come from a place of service. And if you're out there right now, you want to come from a place of service, go ahead and jot this in your notes. Selling equals service. Put that down. Selling equals service. And then here's the golden nugget. I'm going to get into how to make sure you understand your signature selling style. Because some people, they don't like to sell. Maybe that's you. Because maybe you're never going to charge your signature selling style. So you read a book, and you try to sound like that. Or you watch a video, you try to sound like that. Or you talk to your coach, and you try to sound like that. And that's not the case. Go ahead and jot these 5 words down. Don't miss this. Make sure you cover this. Don't miss it all. This is the most important nugget I've shared the entire time I'm here, and here it is. Everyone lives by selling something. Even if you just join because you want personal and professional development, I want you to hear me. Everyone lives by selling something. And most entrepreneurs, they have a negative image about sales, which really impacts their sales results. And if you're a business owner or a parent, you've got to sell your ideas. You got to sell your personality. You got to sell a product. You got to sell a service. And so why not go ahead and embrace sales? Understand that selling equals service. And jot this in your notes. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. It's just that simple. Write that down. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. It sounds simple. It is simple. Okay, so give me an example real quick. Okay, I will. And then I'm going to help you identify at least your signature selling style so you don't have to seem like you're faking it. You don't have to sound like you're using a sales script. In fact, jot this in your notes. Scripts are for actors, and you are not an actor. Put that in your notes. Scripts are for actors, and you are not an actor. Hashtag no more sales script. Hashtag no more sales script. Why is that, Jay? Because scripts are for actors. Are you an actor? No. So today, this morning, this afternoon, I don't know what time it is, wherever you are in the world, you're going to at least learn at least the 7 signature selling styles, and then step back and identify your signature selling style so you can know exactly what you need to do. See, okay, if you're having trouble right now and you feel like that people aren't taking action when you're speaking to them, you feel like you're not attracting the right folks, you're uncomfortable with selling, you feel like you don't feel good, then you need to just learn your signature selling style and use the words that work for you. So your words have a frequency. When you speak to someone, this is neurolinguistic sales. Your words have a frequency. So you have to speak on the right frequency. So you want to learn your signature selling style, it's your primary style. We broke it down 5 today, which I'm going to share with you. And then you just use the words that fit for you. That's you, pay attention. I'm going to share that with you. But if you're listening right now and you're like, shit, I got it, man. I'm comfortable as can be. Don't worry about me, because guess what I can do? I can talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime, and I feel good about it because I come from the heart. I don't have that challenge. I just want to drive my revenue. This is what this is all about today, by the way. I like that revenue. About driving your revenue. If that's you, just stay tuned, because I'm going to share you step by step how to build your 7-figure sales team. Perhaps it's time for you. It's just time for you to have a team. That's it. All you need to say, I just need a team. That's it. I just need a team. So if the problem is you're having a problem selling, you're going to learn your signature selling style. If people aren't responding and you're not generating revenue the way you want, then we're going to help you build a 7-figure sales team. But if you have a team and you're selling and they're still not responding, then we got to teach you the buyer's profile, which we'll talk about a little later. The time I have, I'm going to share that with you. Don't worry about that. And just remember this. Everyone lives by selling something. Shay, what do you mean by that? Great teachers, they sell what? Education. Right? That's what they do every single day. Great teachers sell education. Great preachers, they sell, that's right, faith. They sell faith. Every single week or every time they speak, they're selling faith. Great parents, and many of you are great parents, are your aunts, are your uncles, or your niece, or your nephew. But great parents, they're always selling values. And if you're an entrepreneur or you're a business owner, you're selling a solution to a problem that exists. So doesn't it make sense? To at least incorporate and understand and embrace selling and understand that it's the fastest, easiest way to grow your business? That selling gives you unlimited potential, and that selling solves a lot of problems. Jot this in your notes. I don't know if some of you want to change lives or change businesses, but put this in your notes. And then I'm going to give you the 7 signature selling problems. I want you to have it down. Go ahead, jot this down. Like right now, go ahead and write it down or type it. Use your phone, whatever you're using. But here it is. Sales will solve any business problem. I'm a little biased. I get it. I'm Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. I get it. But jot this down. I hope you didn't miss this. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you registered. I hope you're sharing this link. I'm giving you a nugget again. I'm hoping you're sharing this link because what she's doing today, what's happening, is unprecedented. She's giving you the best ideas, the best knowledge, the most important folks, and I'm blessed to be a part of this group that's come together to help you, to help your family, to help your community. And here's the good news. You have these ideas the rest of your life. Like, there's a lifetime value of being here. You're not just showing up, watching something or listening to something. That's not what it's all about. I'm going to walk you through it. Don't worry about that. But there's a lifetime value. So jot this in your notes, please. Sales will solve any business problem. And really, I recall when I got started, I was struggling, by the way. And the reason I was struggling is that I didn't understand that. You see if I can pull it up while I'm doing it. I didn't understand that. And when I got started, no one told me that. So let me go back over here. Make sure I close the thing. Okay. When I first, give me 10 seconds. I'm not multitasking when I'm doing. I'm pulling something up so you can see it. I'm going to show you the figure seven styles, by the way. Maybe you guys have challenge as well, by the way. Don't worry about it. This is real time. It's unscripted. It's unrehearsed. We're just hanging out. But I want you to learn the signature selling style. And I want to share those with you. And why is that, Shay? Just tell me real quickly. Well, I remember when I got started, I've only worked for 2 companies my entire career, for those that meet me for the first time. And I worked for Citibank after undergraduate, didn't do sales. And then after graduate school, I went to Johns Hopkins. I worked for Verizon for 9 years, didn't do sales, got laid off May 31st, 2004. They gave me the pink slip or they laid me off. And maybe that happened to you. And when that happened to me, what I did is I found myself in a place where I want to start my business. So just like you, I went down to Chico's. Maybe you didn't do that. Got some business cards made up. Hung my sheet off the door. Found myself Coach Shay. And I was off the race. There was a problem. After 90 days of business, I was tired. I was struggling. I was out of money. In short, I was broke. And then I went through a divorce. That's tough. And then I ran out of some more money. But my sons decided they want to live with me. And one day my sons come home, which doesn't typically happen right after the divorce, but my sons live with me. My sons came home and said, Dad, guess what? And I said, what? They said, Dad, someone's taking the car. I said, taking the car? What do you mean they're taking the car? They didn't take the car. It's going down to the garage. I lied. I'm not saying you should lie to your kids. That's not what I'm saying. That's not purpose. But I had that never again moment. Never again would I lie to my kids about the car being repossessed. Never again would I lie to them about the cable is messed up right now, so don't worry, I'm calling Comcast to make sure, that's it, Comcast? Well, anyway, to make sure it gets fixed because it was cut off. Never again would one client make a difference whether I pay my mortgage or not. Like, never again would I find myself in a position where mentally I was depressed. I was worn out. They call it grinding because I was up every night. Short answer, I was like, I was tired. Maybe that ain't you. But what is your never again moment? If you've had a never again moment, go ahead and put it in the chat. Like, never again will I not be able to pay my bill. Never again will I not be able to take a vacation. Never again will I not be able to send my kids to a school of my choice. Whatever your never again moment is, share that. Because you may not have that. So I got invigorated. I got fired up. I went out there and did the best I could. After my never again moment. What's your never again moment? Share that with me. Go ahead, like, look at hello, share your never again moment. But here's what happened to me. Never again, I said, what happened? I kept running out of money. Nothing changed. And then I burned through my 401k. Don't do that. Please don't do that. But I did that. I guess I burned through it. Although I said never again. And then it happened. Filed bankruptcy. See, I've been there. I get it. I get that never again moment. I'm seeing you in your channel. You're putting your never again. Benita Kabachi. Minute you, I see you putting your never again moment. And then I learned something. And this is what I learned. I want to share this with you. Then we're going to learn things of selling style. And then we're going to go wrap some tape. I've got some good content. I've got to share that. But I'm just so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that you know you have the potential and the value to perform at a high level. I'm so excited about Nanelle for just having this event. I'm so excited about it. Because I know she's going to change her life. And I'm going to do my part. I'm going to do my part to help change her life. I'm doing my part. But she's making a big difference. Let's give her a hand for just the champion she is. For just the winner that she is. If I having this vision today. But let me get back and kind of share what I learned. And jot this down in your notes. This changed my life. 14 and a half years ago, after I ran out of money. And it's just 3 words. It might be all that you need. Put this down. Selling equals power. Sorry. Selling is power. Selling is power. Jot that down in your notes. Selling is power. And so many folks, so many entrepreneurs, they're running around right now and they're defeated because they don't have the power. The selling is the power right now to live the life you want to. Selling is the power to pay your house off. Selling is the power for you right now to be able to afford the insurance that you want. Selling is the power for you to take care of your family members. See, selling is power. And what I learned when I had a never again moment, when I learned to turn it all around, is that selling is power. Selling is power. On the count of 3, repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. Selling is power. Look, maybe you just get that. You would have kept that on your way home. You would have kept that way home. 1, 2, 3. Selling is power. See, you're with me now. See, selling is the power right now for you to be profitable. Selling is the power for you to serve more clients. Selling is the power for you to change your life, change your finances, and change your health. And I'm bringing you power. People think I showed up today just to teach you some selling skills, and I'm going to do that. They thought I showed up today to teach you your signature selling style so you can speak in your own voice. I'm going to do that. I want you to learn your signature selling style. You may have thought I showed up today to show you how to build your 7-figure sales team. And I'm going to teach you how to do that, but that's not why I showed up. Jay, why did you show up today? I've been out that here. The reason I show that is to give you the power. It's selling power. I want you to jot this in your notes. What is selling? What is the power that selling can do for you? So in your notes, what is the power that selling can do for you? So in your notes, write down, selling is the power to retire. Just write that down. I want you to see this affirmation. It's not for me, it's for you. I should write, you need it, not me. Selling is the power to leave my 9 to 5. No, jot that down. That might be you. Okay, maybe it's not you. Selling is the power to take the vacation around the world I always wanted. No. Selling, you write it down. What is selling to you? Selling is the power to do what? Selling is the power to do what? Selling is the power to do what? See, selling is power. For some of you, selling is the power to hire the people that you need. Selling is the power to get the coach you've always wanted. Selling is the power to take care of your family. You're like me, you got loved ones. You got family that are dependent on you. And you're responsible for them. Because selling is the power for you. For some of you, maybe I had one person that sent me a text. I'm not going to mention their name, and I'll do that right now. But they sent me a text. They said, Shay, selling is the power to have peace of mind. Jot that down. Maybe you just need peace of mind. We only have so much time here. So let me give you the power right now. Let me teach you signature selling style. Let me make sure you understand your primary selling style. And then you'll understand that selling is power. Selling is power. Selling is what? That's right. You ever see me hanging around one day? Just come over to me like, guess what, Jay? What? Selling is power. You know what I'm going to say? I'm a daddy. I'm young too. Y'all are saying selling is power. So let me step back because I want to make sure that you understand the signature selling styles that are out there right now. Because when you get started in selling, they just say to go, go, go. Okay, maybe this wasn't you. Maybe this was just me. When I first got started, they said, Shay, find someone and ask them to buy. Find someone and ask them to buy. If they say no, find someone else. If they say no, find someone else. If they say call them back, call them. Maybe they told you that. Follow up until they buy or die. I don't know if they told you that. That's what they told me, by the way. And that's that word. Follow. If they say until they buy or die, and I was frustrated. And let me say, I tried all the lines. I tried learning all the scripts. I tried it all, and it just didn't work for me. So I came here today to help you understand your signature selling style. And after 15 years, I said, I've got to break this thing down. There's got to be a scientific way. When I look at someone's DNA, and I look at what they're saying today, and I take a step back, and I really evaluate and have them go through an assessment. Just like when you go to the doctors, they do a diagnosis of where you are. Just like you take the Myers-Briggs, or just like you have your DNA. What if I can understand that and understand your patterns and your habits and your voice rate? And what if I can capture that, package it, and bundle it, and say, here is your selling style, because we've identified only 7 signature selling styles. Isn't that comforting? There's only 7. Isn't that good? Now, you might have a primary and a secondary. You might have a third. But let's just talk about a primary one right now. So, again, if you're struggling right now and you're trying to get deals, you know you're doing very, very well, but you're uncomfortable, or you're not sure what your signature selling style, let me give these to you now in the time I have. And then what I'm going to do at this point is that I'm going to make sure you can get your signature selling style. Because once you learn that, then you'll know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. And then you're going to be able to do that. So let me put this back up. I'm going to put this up. Don't worry. I'm going to send this to you. If you're out there right now, say, I need to learn my signature selling style. Don't worry. I'll give you this assessment. Just give me a few minutes. You can take it. And here's my promise. There's no cost to you. Why? Because of what Donnell is doing right now. What she's doing, I'm here to serve. I came to give. I believe in the giver's economy. So here it is, the signature selling style. Got it, the signature selling style. Number 1, look on the left-hand corner. I don't know if you can see that. I need to make it bigger. If you can't see it, don't worry. Let me make sure you understand it. First, there's the intuitive. Then you might be saying, Shay, this, okay, I'm going to write down. I'm going to write on my board over here so you can understand this. Okay, you can see it. Okay. I want to focus on the intuitive. Jot these down in notes, because I'm going to make sure you get a copy. Some of you in a few minutes, I'm going to send you a copy. Let's take the assessment. But let's look at the left-hand side. It says signature selling style. And there's the intuitive, there's the scientist, there's the rock star. And some people say, why in the LL Cool J do I need to learn my signature selling style? I know that's what you're thinking right now. I feel it in my bones. The reason you need to know it is that if you are struggling right now, or you're challenged, or you're not making the sales you want, so you're not attracting the right folks, or you're not having the type of conversation. We do something called conversation cash flow, right? So you got to have these conversations to generate cash flow. Or if you're uncomfortable asking for the order, or you don't like the sale, then you just need to know your signature selling style, what's comfortable for you, so you can be authentic, so you can be yourself. You don't have to convince anyone to do anything once you learn the signature selling style. All you have to do is share that there's a problem and how you solve it. Doesn't that sound cool? Doesn't that sound good? So if you were thinking, Shay, why do I need to know this, Shay? Talk to me. Holler at me, girl. Why? The reason why is that if you've been in sales and you've never been taught this, it's not your fault. I'm glad you showed up. You can think glad. You think that it's not your fault. You didn't know what you didn't know. And it didn't exist. So we had to go and create it for you. And it helps many of our clients. I'll tell you those stories in a moment. So you have the intuitive, you have the scientist, you have the rock star, you have the drill sergeant, and then you have the heart-centered selling style. You have the intuitive selling style, the scientist selling style, the rock star selling style, the drill sergeant selling style, the heart-centered selling style, the visionary selling style, and the professor selling style. Okay, Shay, so there's 7 unique signature selling styles. And one of them is my primary. But I don't know what it is. So take a moment and explain it to me if you would, my man. No worries. I'm glad you're here. So let's talk about the language pattern for you. I wish I had more time to get into all the details for each one, but I want to give you some value. I want something you can use immediately. You will need to take this second. I'll give that to you in just a second. But here it is. Number 1, the intuitive. They use instinct to drive action. They use instinct to drive action. So if you're a person right now and you go by your instinct, and your instinct is what you are looking at. Your instinct is what you believe the other person can do. So you're stepping back and you're sharing with them, look, I believe that you can make this happen, or I believe this product will work for you. I know this service with you. My instinct, everything inside of me is telling me that. And you're going by that, and you believe that, and that's you, and you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable painting a vision for them. You feel comfortable sharing a little bit of data, but really sharing with them what's worked for you or what's worked for other folks. And you still in your gut. Not saying you still in your gut, I'm not saying you try to make someone do something in your gut. But if you feel someone's a good fit, if you know your product service will work, and you may not be able to prove in that moment, but your instinct is telling you that, you'll make the recommendation. And many of those, they are intuitive. I mean, they have this sixth sense about it. And they have a phony meter too. They know if someone's being phony. They can see it. They can smell it. They know it exists. If that's you, the intuitive selling style may be your unique selling style. And the reason I say that is that the approach that you use, let me go back here. The approach that you use is the authentic sales approach. And I really like the authentic sales approach, because the authentic sales approach means you're going to be who you are. You're going to be yourself. You're not even trying to be phony. That's what I like about the two of them. They're not trying to be someone they're not. They're going to be the type of person they are in every situation. And you know what? And you know what's really cool about that? Is that you can walk away doing that as well. So maybe the two of them is your signature selling style. Now, everyone has their own clothing style, which I'll get into in a moment. But let's go to the science. So intuitive, once again, they use language patterns such as instinct to drive the person to action, or their gut to drive the person to action. And they're very authentic. They're always themselves. You like them or you love them. You like them or you hate them. It doesn't matter. But you know they're going to tell you the truth. And they all speak the truth. I'm just trying to give you some pros. There are some cons to it. There are some drawbacks to being intuitive, by the way. And they simply may not follow a process. They may not follow a system. But what they do works. I can't get into all of these, but I want to share that with you, because there's always some good and there's always some bad. Just like life, there's duality. Then there's the scientists. That's a signature selling style. And the scientists, they're going to use facts to drive action. And I like the fact that they use facts to drive action. So there's someone who's always going to use statistics. And you know what I like about always using statistics is that they're going to be able to prove that what they're doing works. They have a reality check, by the way. Some of you think of folks that, in some cases, maybe like network marketing might be a key example. Another one might be someone that's selling software, or their style is always, look, the way I can tell you, they can prove their case. They can show it work for other folks. They're going to try to break it down to a lot of facts that's going on in the world right now. And it does work. I mean, it works. You got to prove it to them. They say, look, I'm going to show you things. I'm going to show you that it works. And it does. They use the evergreen sales approach called reality. The reality is, if you don't put $100 away for the rest of your life, you won't have enough money saved, let's get the lottery, or whatever. Insurance agents and financial planners, they love doing that, and it does work. There's a challenge to being a scientist. There's a challenge to being intuitive. It's not a good thing or bad thing. It just is what it is. The challenge oftentimes that scientists may not connect, and they don't use emotion. And we know that people take action based on emotion, but they buy on logic. So we know that. They may get involved and so forth, and logic is what they need, but there's emotion in there. They're missing a key component. And then there's the rock star selling style. Now, I promise I'm going to give you a way that you can take an assessment. I said a free gift to get all the details of every single one of these. But let me give you the rock star, and then I'll share it with you for the drill sergeant. So don't miss it. Give me another minute or two. I'm going to give it to you. But here it is. The rock star, they use personal charisma to drive action. Let me say it again. The rock star signature selling style, they use personal charisma to drive action. They're using the evergreen sales approach called the magnetic sales approach. And the magnetic sales approach says, look, if I have done it, so can you. You think of a Tony Robbins, I don't know, you think of maybe a E.T., but there's typically someone that says, you know what, I believe because I did it. And if you follow exactly what I said, it's going to happen. And then typically the rock star, they've got a lot going on. They're not arrogant. That's not what they are. But their sales approach kind of comes from the perspective of, no, this is the secret formula. This is the magic formula. Just do exactly what I'm saying, and everything's going to be okay. And maybe you're the rock star. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It works. It works every single day. People are drawn to people because of their personal charisma. They're drawn to them because of who they are, and they know they've done it before. So they're like a magnet. They're going to attract people to them. There's always a challenge. Okay, with life, there's always duality. There's duality. And what's the duality say? Well, people don't want to be like other people. They're thinking, like, I'm not trying to lose my family. I'm not trying to work 16 hours a day. I'm not trying to give up my life just for this. That's not what I'm trying to do. And so the weakness is their plans may not be as informed. They may not have all the data that they need. There's a high potential sometimes for buyer's remorse. It's not a good thing or bad thing. It doesn't mean it happens more than anyone else. But one of the drawbacks is the person gets so caught up. And they get caught when the person, I'm like, I like that person. They're good. Oh, they can do it. And the motion is there. They're all in. But there's a challenge. The challenge is, you know, all the facts. The system may not be together. But it's like trust, believe in this product or this service, and it's going to be okay. Just keep going to the gym and be fine. You're like, but I'm not doing the right exercise. Just eat fruits and vegetables, it'll be fine. But wait a minute, I'm not getting everything I need from my body. I'm not fueling the machine. And so that's the rock star sales approach. And think about where you are right now. Think about which one are you. As I'm describing these, I'm curious. Try to down, like, which approach are you using? If you're struggling right now, and you're building your team, and they have different signature styles, or you're speaking the time, you're not attracting the right folks, I promise you, if you learn your signature selling style, you'll have different conversations. They'll be shorter. They'll be briefer. You'll close bigger deals. You'll feel good about it. Just one. Think about it. It's possible. This man ain't never thinking that. That's very, very possible. So on the next one, let me share the next one if I can. Let me share the next one. The next one is the drill sergeant. Now, the drill sergeant, the drill sergeant right now, they're going to be a little different. Got it. They're scientists. Got it. They're the rock stars figuring this all out. Got it. And now there's the drill sergeant. And the drill sergeant uses force of will. They're going to use force of will to drive action. So the drill sergeant is going to be the one saying, you can do it. They're going to be pushing the person. The person may have doubt. The person may not be concerned. But they're going to say, take steps. Leap, and the net will appear. That's not be funny. But they're coming from that perspective. They're going to be very direct. in every situation. And some folks, they're out there. And the drill sergeant believes this philosophy that they have in the social, in the psychology world. There's this philosophy. And the philosophy is that people are silently begging to be led. People are silently begging to be led. So they're like, look, you just kind of tell them which way to go. If they believe you, they trust you, and they're there. You just tell me I'm going to do what you say. And I'm okay. I'm not saying a person is brainwashed. But the drill sergeant like, let's move. And they're using direct command. Do this now, let's go. And it's not a good thing or bad thing, once again, but there are some drawbacks. And the drawback is that their belief system, in many cases, is much higher than the person they may be working with. Observers and positive, because they believe differently in that individual. And they're not using some of the skills and some of the techniques that you need to help, not to encourage you. They're an encourager. They're accountability. They're going to put their foot up your behind if you don't do what you're supposed to do. But you need them to teach you. You need lessons. You need to make sure that the products and services they're giving you, that they're very clear on how you use them. You need to customize with your signature selling style. And then there's a heart-centered sales approach. Now, let me pause for a moment. And let me say, if you're out there right now and you're thinking, I need a copy of what I'm seeing now, Shay, I need a signature selling style, I need a copy. And more importantly, Shay, I need, at a minimum, I need to make sure that I take the assessment. Because I'm not taking assessment, Shay. Like, I've been in business all my life. I've been in business doing this. I do very well, Shay. But guess what? I've never, ever taken assessment. If you're out there right now, I'm going to give you a very special phone number that you can check into. And I'm going to give you instructions, but I'm going to give you instructions. And if you check into, I'm going to open up and show you how you can really increase your value in the market, and you can really understand your signature selling style, your authentic voice, and the words that work best for you based on your personality, based on your habits, based on your traits, and based on 15 years of study, and including other folks who have PhDs and all these letters behind their names. We put it together. So here's what you need to do. You need to text the word sales network, because you are the original network. But we're going to increase your sales network. We're going to increase your sales network by using the word that you're using. You're going to attract salespeople. You're going to attract people science. You're going to text the word sales network to 202-270-1662. Got it? Text the word sales network to 202-270-1662. Text the word sales network. And once you do that, you got to include your first name. That's important. You must include your last name. That's important. You must include your best contact number, because we've got to send you a website to go through this KP assessment. And then we'll need your email. Why? Because we want to email you not only the chart you're looking at now, but also a special training that was done deeply. And this is my gift to you. Why do you think Why say I need to know the words that I have to use to work best in my business style? Why say I need to know the evergreen sales approach that matches my signature selling style? Why say I need to learn the evergreen closing approach so I can close the way I don't? And let me tell you why people really don't like selling. Why they really hate selling. They hate selling because they hate sounding like other people. That's what they hate selling. They hate sounding like other people, or being a robot, or being someone they're not. They want to be authentic. If that's you, and you hate selling, or you don't like to sell, or you ain't comfortable with selling, or you wish you didn't have to, text the word sales network. Now you got to use the number. You got to text the word sales network to 202. Let me give it to you one more time. 202-270-1662. Text your first name, text your last name, text your best contact number, and your email so you can take the assessment. You don't have to sound like other people. You can sound like yourself. You can be yourself. I started off earlier. I'm going to come back to it. Scripts are for actors, and you are not an actor. People hate selling like people that they're not like. And I'm going to tell you, I think that's one of the reasons. Yes, there's a negative connotation in the world. I get that. And yes, there's a lot going on. But you know what the real reality is? They don't want to have to use words that are forced down their throat. And, think about why you got in business. At the end of the day, why did you get in business? Why did you decide to be an entrepreneur or a speaker or an author or a coach or a trainer? Why did you decide to get into this? Why? And I believe it's for two reasons and two reasons only. This is why I want you to know your signature selling style. Two reasons. The number one reason I believe is that you have a big heart and you want to serve. And you already are selling every day. So you want to sell like yourself. So you got to listen because you want to serve. You want to help other people. I believe that's why you're doing that. I believe you have a gift. I believe you have a talent. I believe you have expertise. I believe your story lends you to where you should be right now. I believe that's one of the reasons you got in business. I think that's the number one reason you really want to serve. I believe that. If you didn't get paid, I believe you would do it. I would do it. I really would. I would be here right now if I was never getting a check doing what I'm doing in business. But there's another reason why I got in business. And that is so I can earn unlimited income so I can make a bigger difference. So I can learn unlimited income so I can make a bigger difference. And so now you can learn power words. You can learn new linguistic skills when you learn your signature selling style. When you learn your signature selling style, you can go serve more people and you can earn unlimited financial money, or you can have unlimited financial income or financial freedom. Maybe that's what you got to do as well, for financial freedom. First, you want to know the power word. It's your style. You want to know how you can pick it. So in the time I have, I'm going to go over these last couple before I turn it back over to you. I want you to know that once you learn the signature selling style, you can learn power words that help the conversation pass flow. Conversation pass flow. Most people learn how to sell before they get this selling style. Okay, think this out. Okay, when did you learn how to sell, right? Maybe you learned how to watch a YouTube video. Maybe you read a book. Maybe the coach taught you. Maybe you had to go out there and do it. So you learn how to sell without learning your signature selling style. And that's why some folks don't succeed. They are not succeeding at the level that they expect to succeed because they never introduced. They never about their signature selling style. And that's why most sales coaching really, in my opinion, doesn't work. In my opinion, every sales coaching. I get it. I think the real reason is the person never understands the signature selling style. They never understand the approach that they should use because they're teaching them how to sell like them. You need to sell like a woman, or you need to sell, or you need to sell like someone in network marketing. You need to sell like a coach, or just sell in this industry when in fact you just want to be yourself. And that's one thing I love about when I watch these guys with fine nails, that she's herself. And so just like she's herself every single day, you need to sell like yourself. Write this down, put this, jot this down, write this right now. You need to sell like yourself. Put that down. You need to sell like yourself. Put that down. You need to sell like yourself. Because everyone lives by selling something. I will sell like me, and you will sell like this. So I guess really the real words, I'll get the remix version. I'm just losing myself. I have notes up here, but you shouldn't write it again. Write this right. I will sell like me. That's probably more of a positive affirmation for my life coaches that are out there. Is that an affirmation, Shay? I messed it up. I'm not perfect. But I'm getting it right. I'm working on it. I ain't perfect. But every day I'm getting a little bit better. Let me do the Puff Daddy remix on what I said, by the way. I'm part of this generation. Here it is. I will sell like me. Write that down. I will sell like me. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but write that down. I will sell like me. Don't let anyone teach you how to sell like them unless you're them. That's what I'm saying. Don't let anyone teach you how to sell like them unless you're them. If you're not them, you're you. So I just want you to learn how you can have the power that you need, because selling is power. Selling is power. And learning your signature selling style, that is life. Something that you need. And that's just like that. I got to go through these few that I have here, and then I'm going to turn it back over. This is very exciting. So I love it. I'm feeling it. I'm just like, I couldn't wait. And that's what I say. I called her at least 5 times. Just a minute. I'm here. Jay, don't go into 5 minutes more. I'm here. I'm ready, coach. Let me in, coach. I'm here. Watch this report. I was like, whoa. I was blown away. But I came today. They said, have a little more time. Oh, shucks. Okay, I'm not. Okay, hopefully, make a commitment right now that you're going to learn your signature selling style. And you're going to learn the patterns that are used by others with your signature selling style. And then you're going to learn your evergreen sales approach. Like, what's the sales approach that matches your style? What's the sales approach that matches your style? And you'll never look at the cross. You'll never let someone say, you got to stay this to close. You got to stay this to close. You got to stay this to close. No. You'll find out the alignment pattern that works for you. True sales mentors teach you how to sell. And they teach you your signature selling style. Whether you work with me or not, it doesn't matter. True sales mentors teach you how to enhance what you're naturally doing now. Isn't that what you want? Like, really, at the end of the day, isn't that what you really want? To really enhance what you're already doing? It's called optimization. Optimization is when you take what you're doing now and you do it better. Okay, there's a heart-centered sales approach. Now, don't worry, I didn't see question marks. And Shay, there's buyers profiles? Yes. There's different buyers profiles. So your signature selling style is different based on the profile you're working with. Think about it. Think about this. Okay, here's the question for you. Why would I teach a cat to bark and expect to be successful? Like seriously. I know that sounds hopefully crazy. I know I lost my mind a bit. They might not invite me back. But why would I teach a cat to bark? Like, really? Like, why? Like, seriously. And then expect to bark. Does that make any sense? True salesmen will teach you how to enhance who you naturally are. If a cat meow, if your dog you bark. So you just be you. And all I want you to do is be you every single day. I want you to wake up to make a difference in the lives of someone else, to make a difference for a business owner. So anyone who teaches you how to sell like them without understanding who you are is really studying your profession. I'm going to say it again. Anyone trying to teach you how to sell like them without first learning who you are, they're really setting you up for failure. We only got a few minutes left, but I want to make sure I share this with you. Today, I want you to discover your signature selling style. I want you to know your primary selling style, your secondary selling style, and then I want you to know the approaches to use. I want to enhance the person that the creator created what he created you, or she created you. I want to enhance that talent that you already have, that gift that you already have. I want to enhance your story, enhance your message, enhance what you're doing right now. That's all I want to do. Why would I teach a cat to bark like a dog? That don't even make sense, do it. Let me teach you about neuro-linguistic sales, which is the study of language patterns and how it impacts the sales process. Let me teach it to you. And you'll learn it when you take this assessment. You'll learn it when you learn your signature selling style. It doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't cost you a penny. Let me go and give it to you one more time. I want you to write it down. Why would I teach a cat to bark and expect it to be successful? Write that down. Like, why would I teach a cat to bark and expect it to be successful? Repeat after me. This is real fun. I got to go. Repeat after me. Why? I said you said. Why would I? You said that. Why would I teach a cat to bark and expect it to be successful? That's what I was saying. I think I'm jumping in. I think I'm out here. I think I'm out here. But today, you're going to master who you are. Today, I told you I came to get it. I told you I was going to give it. I don't know what Charles going to do. I don't know what Russell going to do. But I came to bring you the power. That's why I want you to text me. Selling is power. Selling is power. And I came here to give you the best power I know. It is for you to be who you are, for you to be authentic, and for you to learn the signature selling style. Let me make sure you know exactly what it takes. Today, you're going to master who you are. This is it. It's all start here. You might not know it when you started. You can thank Darnell because you're here now. You're here now. You showed up. If you got a hold of this because some lucky way you got to hold this video, this long lost video, and you're watching it right now, look, you can thank her. If you're in the program, thank her. You can out of center thank you right now. Here's what you do. Text this word, sales network. It's one word. Text it. Look, you want to text it. Text the word sales network to learn and discover your signature selling style, the approaches to use, and how to sell. Here it is. Text the word sales network to this number, 202, I'm going to say it again, 270-1662. Again, 202-270-1662. Then you've got to text your first name. You've got to text your last name. You must text your best contact number because we've got to send you the assessment. We got to send you the website. We have to send you the results. This is all about you. So if you don't like the sale, then my recommendation is that you learn your signature selling style. Text the word 202-270-1662. Text the word sales network. Discover your signature selling style. Discover your authentic sales approach. Why would I teach a cat to bark and expect to be successful? You can be successful. You've got a big heart. You are amazing human being. You are incredible. You have so much greatness inside you. And I believe that we can enhance the qualities you already have. I believe that this is your moment. I believe this is your time. I believe that the best is yet to come for you. The best is yet to come for you. So let me give you an example. If you're a scientific seller and you need to use facts, then the fact is that once you learn your signature selling style, you're going to be able to solve more problems. If you're a rock star, then you're going to be able to attract folks to you who naturally want to work with you. So learn your signature selling style. Text the word sales network to 202-270-1662 so you can take the assessment, learn your signature selling style, and make a bigger impact. So with that being said, I want to thank Donnell for having us. I want to thank her for having me here. I repeat the signature selling style in our close. There's the intuitive signature selling style. They use instinct to drive action. There's the scientist selling style. And they use facts to drive action. Say, what do you do? You'll get this when you all text on Ramadan. You'll get this when you all text on. You'll get this when you put up so you can see it. Today, if you're ready to learn how to sell like you, maybe you're the rock star and you use personal charisma to drive action, you'll learn that. If you're the drill sergeant and you're using willpower to drive action, that's okay. If you're ready to master your own signature selling style because you believe in the heart-centered sales approach, that's you. You use emotional connection to drive action. You're there with them from the beginning to the end. Your heart is there. You're all in, as we say in sports. You're all in. Maybe that's you. The heart-centered sales approach. You use questions to get to where you need to get to. If you're a visionary, you see the big picture. You have the big idea. And you say, look, follow me and we're going to get there. You have the dream. Like Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream. President Obama had a dream. Visionaries. Or maybe you're a professor. You know what I say? The way people learn is I teach them. And learning really drives action. Every style has a very specific approach, and it works well when you use them. It works very well when you use them. So with that being said, I see my time. I do want to thank you. First, learn your signature selling style. Second, learn your evergreen sales approach for that style. Third, learn how to close. And then with this signature selling style. And then fourth, learn your buyer profile. What type of buyer profile is typically attracted to your signature selling style. You do that, and my promise to you is that the best is yet to come. With that being said, by the way, let me just repeat the number. I'm turning over you. The number to text is 202-270-1662. Again, 202-270-1662. Text the word sales network to take this step. My name, by the way, is Jay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make a great day, everyone. And I promise you, we'll make good things happen. We connect again next time because I believe the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up right now. Don't go nowhere. There's more to come. Thanks a lot, Donnell. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Shay. Thank you, Shay. Comments coming in from all over. That was amazing. Why teach a cat to bark if you want to be successful? Everybody is amazed. They said this is amazing information. Guys, I need you to do me a big favor. Even if you've already shared it, I need you to pick it one platform and go ahead and share this again. We got Trevor coming up next. But I just want to go through a couple things. And one thing we used to say, Shay used to work for Citibank. I actually used to be a sales coach at JP Morgan Chase. And one thing we used to always say is that timid salespeople have skinny kids. And what we meant by that was that when you don't do your due diligence as it relates to offering people your products and services, especially if you've created products and services out of your heart, you've created products and services that you want to serve the world. You've created products and services that you want to change lives. The law of compensation is that which is the number of people you serve is in direct correlation in which the manner you're compensated. So the more people you serve, the more you're compensated. You wonder why Bill Gates is a billionaire. Microsoft is on almost every computer out there. 90% of the computers out there. You know, so anytime you look at someone who's heavily compensated, it is because they're serving more people. And so unless you're out there offering, and there are many of us, and again, share the video, confirm for me when you have shared the video so we can thank you in the chat. When you have gone out there and offered people your products and services, it expands your reach and it expands your revenue. And failure to do so, well, you can have the best product in the world, but if you don't offer people that product and service, if you're afraid to say, hey, buy my stuff, use my product, then it can be the best product in the world. You're either being sold to or you're selling. Which one are you? Which one are you? And I want you to ask yourself that today. You're either a producer or a consumer. And what my goal is to turn you into billionaires. Not just a billionaire, but a billionaire. I did a study of about 25 billionaires. And they all had one thing in common. They're builders. They don't take ideas and put them in notebooks for them to write. They don't take ideas and leave it in their head along with bring home milk and bring home bread. They put those ideas onto paper and they execute those ideas. And that's what BLACK stands for. Build and launch, so you can quit your job, so you can quit struggling for revenue in your business. The more you build, the more you launch, the more revenue you make. Period. Period. But you can't be afraid to offer your products and services to people. So thank you, Shay. You did an amazing job. And guys, if you're just joining, we'll make sure you get this replay. Go ahead and make sure you go to bit.ly/blackwebinar to register for some amazing free gifts. And I just don't know what else to tell you. The Black Code starts November 9th. You guys are signing up like crazy. This is your opportunity to build a legacy, to build generational wealth, to build your way out of corporate America. Because don't get it twisted. You don't just leave. You have to transition out. You got to take your marketable skills and put them on the paper and put them into, just like Shay said, you got to solve a problem in the world. Garbage men solve trash problems. Doctors solve medical problems. Lawyer, they solve legal problems. And you're compensated based on the level of problem which you solve. What problem are you capable of solving? And that's what we need to figure out so we can get you compensated for your skills. So I'm going to kick it over to OTTS so she can bring up, coming to the stage. Who's coming to the stage, OTTS? Coming to the stage.
So of course, we have Trevor coming to the stage. But first, I want to say thank you so much again, Shay. That was an amazing presentation. You gave us the heat, and the chat, the comments were on fire the whole time, guys. Like, there was not one moment of when people were just silent and just listening. No, they were asking questions, they were putting out information, and they were definitely taking the words that you were saying and making it their own, which I think was the most important piece of that presentation. Was it's fine to see it on paper, it's fine to see it on the screen, but are you going to do what it takes to make it your own? And so we have the amazing Trevor Ott. How are you, Trevor?
How's it going, everybody? You know, it's hard going after Shay Brown. It's hard going after the cardiologist, but I will do my best.
So Trevor has been waiting in the wings to give us some more fire, some more heat. But I have to say this to you guys. Listen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you share out the broadcast. Those who have already shared out, we want to say thank you. Why? Because not only are you investing in your next level, but you're helping somebody on your timeline to invest in theirs. We appreciate you guys for doing that. And listen, it's funny because on his bio it says, the world is wondering who's next. And I know y'all been trying to figure out who is all these people on this platform. What is it? They are giving us nothing but the best. Well, Trevor Ox, he's been called the $1 billion brand man, profit pioneer, and an automation apostle. Yes, you heard me right. I said automation apostle. But guess what? He is here because he prefers to be the marketing god. Listen. Let's just call a spade and say and put it out there. So guess what? He's coming to talk to you guys about the marketing things. And again, it's all about revenue, residual, and reach. Every person that you hear on this platform, both today and tomorrow, will be hitting some pain points and giving you some tips and tools that will help you to expand your revenue, your residual, and your reach. So, Trevor, what do you have for us today?
Mic check. You know, I wouldn't be Trevor Ox if I didn't just do one mic check. You know, in my previous life, I always imagined, Danielle, that I was a rapper. But because I can't rap, I became a marketer, right?
I know that's right.
I'm officially known as the rapper who couldn't rap, who decided to become a marketer. So, you know, listen, by the way, you know, hey, listen, as I get started, I like to have a little bit of fun whenever I start showing up on platforms. So in the comments below, put your favorite rap song that gets you going in the morning. See, you know, I got a few rap songs that get me going in the morning, right? Sometimes it's all about the Benjamins, baby. What you know about that one, Danielle? I know you like to listen to the Benjamins. I like to do a little Kirk Franklin too, but you know, every once in a blue moon, Danielle, I need a little Jay-Z in my life, right?
All right, wait a minute, Trevor. Now, I know you didn't know, but Jay-Z is by far my favorite rapper. I got VIP first row tickets to see him in Houston on November 8th. You didn't know that, did you? See, y'all think Coach over here listening to jazz and Garfunkel and I don't know. Coach listens to rap. You didn't know that, did you?
I did not know that. I know it now. In the comments below, wherever you watch it, put in there your favorite rap song that gets you going. We might turn this into a DJ hour, right? So I can live out my rap fantasy. But listen, one, I want to just highlight a few things that Shay Brown talked about right from the beginning. He talked about identifying your signature selling style. And what did he say? He said, look, you don't want to learn how to sell like him. You don't want to learn how to sell like her. You got to learn how to sell like you. He said that people generally hate sales. But what he uncovered, what he discovered, is that they don't really hate sales. What they hate is showing up like somebody else other than themselves. And so anybody that has to be somebody other than themselves would naturally hate that. And so he talks all about discovering your signature selling style so that you can learn how to sell like you. Now, this is very important because if you know anything about marketing and sales and marketing, they go together like peanut butter and jelly, but they fight like oil and water, right? They fight like oil and water, right? So here's the thing, is that when you have identified your signature selling style, that has everything to do with how you market. Because the purpose of your marketing is basically designed to basically attract people to you that will most favorably respond to your signature selling style. See, a lot of us, we go out there and we market for the color. We get our audience avatars. Like we get our little languaging pattern. We got all of the click funnels, the pop funnels, your funnels, your funnels, the everyday funnel. We got every program known to man. We got Infusionsoft, MindSoft. We got Content. We got everything. We got all the tools, but we got the wrong strategy. We got all the tools, and we got the wrong strategy, right? And here's the thing. The purpose of marketing, right, is basically to attract people to you that are most likely going to respond to your signature selling style. So if you don't know your signature selling style, you may attract people to you that's not going to respond to your signature selling style, and thus your closing rate is going to be in the tank. It's going to drop. And so here's the question for you, because I believe that powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in your business, here's the thing that I know, that you're only going to get what you focus on. And so here's the question that I have to all of the powerful people in the room today. Do you know your signature selling style? Question number one. Number two, in such a way to attract people to you that's going to respond to your signature selling style? That's just one of those questions of the day, because I want everybody to write this down, because today I'm not here to give you an answer. Trevor Austin's not here to give you an answer. But what I am here to do is to help you ask better questions. I am here to help you ask better questions. So, here's the things that I want you to know. Take out your pen, take out your papers, get that writing utensils out. The thing I can tell you is that note takers, they are money makers. Note takers are money makers. Now here's the second thing. Action takers are money makers. Everybody write that down in the comment section. Note takers are money makers. Action takers are money makers. Put it in the comment section below. Go ahead. Matter of fact, let's just take a few seconds. Put note takers are money makers. Hashtag black code. Hashtag black code. BLAQ, by the way, BLAQ. Get down your hashtag right. Note takers are money makers. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Note takers are money makers. Hashtag black code. Then I want you to put your second comment there. Action takers are money makers. Hashtag black code. Give everybody a chance to do it. Now watch this. The first action that a money maker takes or makes is taking notes. The first action that a money maker makes is taking notes. So anytime I'm in a room, anytime I'm on a webinar, anytime I'm on a Facebook Live, anytime I'm on in a conversation, anytime I'm on a conference call, I can always tell you who the money makers are and who the broke folks are. I can always point right down. I can tell you the money makers going to be over there and the broke people going to be over there, because the dividing line is between the people. It's the people who took notes and the people who didn't take notes. Because action takers are money makers, note takers are money makers, and the first action that a money maker makes is taking notes. And see, sometimes when I come on the conference calls down here, sometimes when I come on the webinar, I offend people. So let me go ahead and apologize to all the people that are offended in advance. But if you don't want to be offended, pick up a pen. If you don't want to be offended, start taking some notes. Now watch this down here. That will blow some people's minds. Go ahead and look in the comment sections below right now. And if you look in the comment sections below right now, all the people that you see taking notes, those are your money makers. And all of the people that you see showing up, clicking the like button, those are your spectators. And they're going to be broke. So it's okay. You might go ahead and hop off. It's all right. Because I was talking to you, and I didn't want you to get off, because you're not a note taker. You're not an action taker. So you're not going to be a money maker. And this call is for money makers. All money makers, you are welcome to this Facebook Live. All spectators and pretenders and perpetrators, there's the door. Because today we're going to talk about how to make some real money. I'm sorry, Danielle. I just wanted to apologize in advance. But I can look in the comment section below and tell you what we got going on. Now, let's get down to how to make some real money. I want to give y'all the formula to success. I want to give you a formula that will help any entrepreneur be successful in their endeavor. By the way, Danielle and Altivise, if you be sure to shout out some of those action takers, if you be sure to shout those out and just let me know who's listening, who's our note takers, who's our action takers. Give a few shout outs. I like to shout out an action taker. I like to shout out a money maker.
Oh yeah,
we got some people we can shout out.
They out there too, Trevor. Dianthea, she says she an action taker. Valisha says she a money maker. Celia says she an action taker. I know, because they had some of them already signed up for the Black Code. Charlene says she a note taker. Trina says she a note taker. Trinette, they listening. Tress, DJ, they listening. Jana Lee, come on now. Paula Batu, you challenged them, Trevor. They responded to the challenge.
All right. To all my action takers, to all my money makers, hashtag Black Code, we love you, we appreciate you. Well, let's get down to the formula for how to generate some revenue in your business. Let's get down to that formula. Go ahead and write this down. M plus M plus M equals M. Just write it down. Yeah, I wrote it down for you. M plus M equals M. Right? M plus M plus M equals M. Everybody go ahead and write that in the comment section below, because today I'm going to help you get to your money breakthrough. Right? Today I'm going to help you have a money breakthrough as a business owner. Today I'm going to help you break through the thing that's been holding you back as an entrepreneur. Today I'm going to help you diagnose the thing that has been holding you back. Today we're going to get to the other side of your limits. Today we see there's two sides of the limits. I was talking to Dr. Katrina, and she said, Trevor, people have limitations, and there's two sides. There's the wrong side and the other side. And on the wrong side is all the stuff that you've been thinking about, all the stuff that you should have done, all the things that didn't have. But on the other side is everything you want. And on the other side of your limits is everything you want. Shout out to Dr. Katrina out there. Now, here's what we're going to talk about how to get to that other side. M plus M plus M equals M. Let's talk about what that first M stands for. That first M stands for movement. I'm going to just go ahead and write that on the board because I'm a note taker. So because I'm a note taker, I got to take some notes too, right? So the first M stands for movement, right? The first M stands for movement. So the first thing that you got to have when you're starting to build out your business, build out your organization, build out your plan, build out your product line, when you're trying to build the business, the first thing you got to have is you got to have your first M. That is the movement. And the movement, everybody write this down, it's that concept or idea that people rally together around. It's the concept or the idea that people rally together around. And see, here's the question. Since powerful people ask what? I know I heard you out there. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions stay focused, and in your life, you only get what you focus on. The powerful question of the day is, what is that concept or idea that I have created to cause people to rally behind? What is the concept or the idea that I have created or that I need to create to cause people to rally behind? Now, let me just use as an example. I went to this event, and they had some detox coffee, right? And then I went to another event, and they had some detox tea. And then I went to another event, and they had some detox stuff, too. Everybody had some detox stuff, and they tried to put a movement together around getting people to detox, right? And the whole purpose of getting people to detox is they were trying to get people to lose weight. I got that. But let me go ahead and help all of my MLMers. Let me help all of my direct sales people out there. Let me go ahead and help you out right now. Your product ain't the movement. Your service ain't the movement, right? So in other words, if you want people to use the detox coffee, if you want them to use the detox tea, I'm sure it works. I can vouch that it works because I've used some of it and it works. I probably need some more. Check it out next time. I probably need a little bit more there, right? But I told them to act up. But in all seriousness, folks, the product is not your movement. And so many times we think people want to get together around this tea, this product, this service. No. Your movement might be, hey, the long life movement. It's a movement that's created to cause black men to live longer lives because did you know that the average black man has a life expectancy of 68 years old? So I created this long life movement as a way of helping men extend their lives. Now, one of the ways we do that is through this product called detox tea or detox coffee, because the movement is the concept or the idea that people rally together around. What's your concept? What's your idea? Because M plus M plus M equals M. So that first M is movement. Write this down as a note. Whenever somebody gives you a powerful note, let me just say this. Whenever somebody gives you a powerful note, I'm gonna do some teaching on marketing. I'm gonna teach some teaching on how to build a mega brand, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I built a movement to 218,000 people in under 6 months. I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it. But one of the things that you got to do is you got to get better at asking better questions. Now, I saw this Instagram post. It said that if you knew your mind was an app, you might actually use it. And your mind is an application. You got to know how to use it. The way you drive your mind is by asking the question. So when you're taking notes, as soon as you write down whatever the powerful point is that the person made, write down the question that comes up as a result of it. So every time I give you a powerful nugget, every time I say something that resonates with you, the first thing I want you to do is type into the group what question comes up as a result of it. Because what will happen is, remember, powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in your business and in your life, you only get what you focus on. So if you want something, that means you got to focus on it. If you want to focus on it, that's an application of your mind, right? Then you got to ask the question. So remember, if you want something, you got to do what? Focus on it, right? What is focus? It's an application of the mind. So if you want to focus, you got to ask questions. That's why I keep telling you, powerful people ask powerful questions. So if I say something that resonates with you, immediately write that point, and then afterwards ask the question. And what will happen is you'll cause your mind to focus on the answer necessary. You know what I'm trying to tell you? The answer ain't with me. The answer is with you. I know all of us personal and professional development, because we like to get up there and tell you that the answer is me. You know what I mean? Believe on me. I ain't telling you believe on me. I'm telling you believe on you. Your mind is a powerful thing. They said it best. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Lord knows it's true. All right, let me get back to this teacher down here. I'm just going to behave. I'm going to behave. Y'all hypocritical. Somebody put in Trevor, behave. Trevor, behave. I'm going to behave today. So we got the first M. The first M is movement, right? And the movement is the concept or the idea that we want people to rally together behind, right? The second M is message, right? The second M, so the first M is movement, the concept of the idea that people rally together around. The second M is message. Message is the thing that we're saying that inspires people to take action. It's the thing that we're saying to inspire people to take action. It's the thing that we're saying to inspire people to take action, right? So Barack Obama had a movement, right? And he started saying some things that inspired those people to take action. The action that they took was they voted, right? See, the thing is, you got to be saying something to inspire people to take what? That inspire people to take action, right? So it is what we refer to as your brand narrative, right? It is the message that you're saying to inspire people to take action. The person who is saying that, we call that person the spokesperson. And many times in the small business space, because you are the owner, a lot of times you are the spokesperson. And so that means that you are the person that needs to be saying something to inspire people to take action. So the message, the second M, right, is the thing that you're saying to inspire people to take action. Okay, everybody write that down, okay? The one thing I can tell you is teaching is repeating until learning takes place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep repeating it until the learning takes place. But if teaching is repeating until learning takes place, and since powerful people ask powerful questions, what is learning? Learning is hearing and doing until understanding takes place. So we have the message. The third M is your methodology, right? The third M is your methodology. The third M is your methodology. The third M is your methodology. Everybody go ahead and write that down. The third M is your methodology, right? Your methodology is the process or the system that you use to produce results in, first, your life, second, your business, and third, the lives of the people that you're called to serve, i.e. the lives of the people that's part of your movement. Right? So let's back that up. It's the process or the system that you use to produce results in 3 areas. Area number 1, your life. Your life first. Right? You know, when you get on the plane, and right before you take off, they say, if anything happens to this plane, put your mask on first. Because you can't help nobody else if you can't first help yourself. Right? You can't help nobody else if you can't first help yourself. So it's the process or the system that you use to produce results in your life first. So if I see you struggling for air, I don't want to do what you're doing because I already know you're struggling with it. That ain't gonna work for me. So it's the process or the system that you first use to produce results in your life. Then the process or the system that you use to produce results in your business, because you're an entrepreneur. And then thirdly, the process or the system that you use to produce results in the lives of the people that you call to serve, i.e. the lives of the people that are part of your movement. And so a movement plus a message plus a methodology equals money. A movement plus a message plus a methodology equals money. That means a group of people who are rallying together around an ideal or concept, who hears a message that inspires them to take action and learns the process that they can use to produce that result that they heard in the message in their life will produce money. Because M plus M plus M equals M. That is a movement plus a message plus a methodology equals money. Let's go ahead and write that down. Go ahead and put that into your notes, because note takers are money makers and action takers are money makers. In the first note, The first action that a moneymaker makes is taking notes. So a movement plus a message plus a methodology equals money. A movement plus a message plus a methodology equals money. Now listen, I've been to all the conferences. I got the bag full of stuff. I got the box full of things. I got the T-shirt to prove it. And I love when stuff sounds good. I love when it sounds cute. I love when that little cliche or that just sounds good. But this is a formula. And in a formula, you got to be able to prove it. You got to be able to prove it. So let's just look at it like when we do math. Like if I was to do math, 4 minus 4 plus 2 equals 6, right? My math is right, Danielle. I know you were a rock star over there with video of the day. 4 plus 2 equals 6. But if I went to check my math, 6 minus 2 equals 4. So let's check our math. I said M plus M equals M. I said a movement plus a method plus a methodology equals money. So here's what I want you to know. Write this down. I'm gonna help you diagnose what's going on with you. A movement minus a message equals no action. A movement minus a message equals no action. A movement minus a message equals no action. And so here's what happens. So in movement minus message equals no action. I'm gonna help you diagnose what's going on with your business. You got them 5,000 Facebook followers. You like, I ain't got no more room for friends. I got 20,000 Twitter followers. I got 100,000 people follow me on Instagram. Let me tell you something. If you can't turn your influence into action, all you are is action. If you can't turn your influence into action, all you are is popular. And last I checked, popularity went out with high school. So unless you plan on being the prime school princess, or unless you plan on being king of the homecoming court, your popularity don't get you no points here unless you got something to say to inspire those people who like you to take action, who like your brand to take action, who like your product to take action. Because a movement minus a message equals no action. And see, here's the thing. Here's how you know. See, look, I'm going to teach you how to diagnose your problem. Exactly what's going on with your business. You like, I got all these friends. I got all these likes. I got all these clicks. I got all this stuff going on. Don't nobody show up my webinars. Don't nobody show up my conference calls. Don't nobody show up my opportunity meetings. Don't nobody show up my event. Don't nobody show up for nothing. Don't nobody buy nothing. Right? A movement minus a message equals no action. And we like to, I love when I see them Facebook posts where they be like, people always supporting these people who get jobs, but they don't support the people who in business, right? That's not true. They might not support you, but they support somebody, right? They may not take action with you, but they take an action with somebody. See, we like to think that the problem is the people, but the problem is the message. There's this age-old quote that says, don't shoot the messages. I say, yeah, no, you shoot the messages, because the message is wrong, right? A movement minus a message equals no action. You got a bunch of people, and they ain't taking action. Something you saying is incorrect. A movement minus a message equals no action. Let me prove it to you. They challenge me. Dr. Hurt, let me prove it. Okay. Occupy Wall Street. All the people went down to New York. They camped out. They was in front of Wall Street. They was like down with Wall Street. They were all there camped out. Thousands of people. They couldn't figure out the message, so nobody took action. They couldn't figure out the message, so everybody went home. They couldn't figure out the message, so we still don't know anything significant that they did, because the movement minus the message equals no action. They had a bunch of people, there was no message, so nobody took no action, because the movement minus the message equals no action. You got a bunch of people, and they ain't taking action. Fix your message. Get your message together. All right, let me get off my soapbox. Let me get back to the next part of the formula. Let's get to this. So we got a movement plus a message plus a methodology equals money. We got a movement minus a message equals no action. Right? Let's get to the next one. A message minus a movement equals no people. A message minus a movement equals no people. All the people out there, I wrote the book, but ain't nobody behind, ain't nobody show up, and anybody here. When you are the best kept secret, nobody knew about how good you actually are. That's because you ain't got a movement. A message minus a movement equals no people. right? That means you haven't created the concept or the idea that you want people to rally together around. You thought that just having the product was good enough. You thought that just starting a business was good enough. You thought that just writing the book was good enough. You thought that just setting up your webinar was good enough. You thought that just having a conference was going to be good enough. But ain't nobody buy no tickets to your conference. Ain't nobody show up to the webinar. Ain't nobody do nothing. Because the message minus the movement equals no people. We created a movement. The movement was called Black CEOs. It was basically a movement designed for Black CEOs to get together to work on building business-based wealth. The movement was called Black CEOs. It grew to 218,000 people in under 6 months because there was a movement. Then the spokesperson, the people, had to have a message to inspire them because they got you. But here's the thing I can tell you. Is I wanted somebody to be able to hear what I was talking about. I wanted somebody to be able to hear what Shay was talking about. I wanted somebody to be able to hear what these Black CEOs like Tanya Whittingham was talking about. So I had to create a movement because a message minus a movement equals no peace. A movement is a concept or an idea that people ride together around. What's your concept? What's your idea? Can I give them a fifth thing that I never tell people on broadcast? Let me tell you something. Every movement got a mission. You can write that down. That's a fifth thing, right? Every movement got a mission. Every movement got a mission. See, you create a movement. I ain't talking about creating a movement that sounds cute. I'm talking about creating a movement with a mission. We don't need another cute movement. Lord knows, I don't need another cute movement. I need a movement with a message. I need a movement with a mission, right? Because a message minus a movement equals no people. You find that you ain't got no people, none of you, nada, you need to work on your movement. You need to work on that concept or idea that causes people to rally together behind you. All right, now, let's get to the third one. We checking them off. We checking on them off. All right, here's the next one. A message minus a methodology equals no results. A message minus a methodology equals no results. Let me help you out. It's those people up there saying that it's the you shoulda, you coulda, you gotta. It's those people who like to get up there and preach, not teach, right? It's those people that like to preach without a process, right? Those are my favorite type of people. People who like to preach without a process. They always got something they're telling you to do. They're always telling you something about what you need to do, right? But you don't see the results of what they're telling you to do in their life. You don't see the results of what they're telling you to do in their business. You don't see the results of what they're telling you to do in the results of other people that they work for, right? Because a message minus a methodology equals no results. You see somebody talking all that, giving a yabba, as they used to say when I was in elementary school and high school, they like see them selling book tickets, right? That's because they don't have a methodology. They don't have a process or a system to produce the results that they talking about, to produce the results that they screaming about, to produce the results that they preaching about. Because let me tell you something, passion minus process equals poverty. Oh, I know what you're saying. I read them every day. I'm so passionate about this. I'm so passionate. You got a process to match that passion. Is your process as strong as your passion? Because passion minus process equals poverty. Passion plus process equals profit. You find that you ain't got no results, you ain't got no process. You find that you ain't getting no marketing results, you ain't got no marketing process. You find that you ain't getting no sales results, you ain't got no sales process. You find that your technology ain't working right, you ain't got technology process. You find that your business is running all jacked up, all off the rails, all taking you to foreclosure, bankruptcy, car repossession, the cable note popping up on what's name, like, hey, there's a problem with your cable. You people dial on your phone and they get that message out to them. I've been broke, so I know what's up. You play if you want to, but I've been broke before, so I know what's up. If you find that you don't have the results that you're looking for, you ain't got a process. You don't have a methodology. Because a message minus a methodology, it equals no results. It equals no results, folks. Look, let me share with you something. So many times we get speakers and coaches and authors and leaders who like to tell us what's wrong with us. We get so many leaders where sometimes we're looking for them to tell us what's wrong with us. Let me tell you something. You got to be able to diagnose your own situation. Let me use that as an example. If you look up and you find that you ain't got no people, I know I use the word ain't, but I'm 44 years old, so I can split a few words, split a few verbs if I like. You find you ain't got no people, then the problem is you haven't created the movement. You haven't created the concept or the idea that people can rally together around related to you. If you look up and you find that you got a lot of people, but they're not taking any action, then you need to work on your message. If you look up and you find that you don't have the results that you're looking for, then you ain't got no process. You ain't got no system. So here's the thing that you got to do, is you got to ask yourself right now in this moment, and I want you to post it in the comment section, what is the area of your weakest area? Are you weakest in the movement? Are you weakest in the message part of your business? Are you weakest in the methodology part of your business? Which area are you the weakest in? Which area are you the weakest in? I want you to post it in the comment section below. Because as entrepreneurs, we got a hard time asking for help, but we want to be helpful to everybody else. And you can't do something, you can't ask somebody to do something you won't do for yourself. So in the comment section below, what area are you weakest in? Because see, a movement plus a message plus a methodology equals nothing. And I guarantee you, if your money is funny, it's because you're weak in one of these areas. If your money is not where you want it to be at, it's because you're weak in one of these areas. See, maybe it's your movement. Maybe you don't have the people. Maybe it's your message. Maybe you don't have the action. People taking action. Maybe it's your methodology. Maybe you don't have the process or the system to produce the results. What area is your weakest area? Then based upon that, when you're listening to the Black Code, that's BLAQ, hashtag Black Code, right? Let's give some love to our host here now. This is where everybody gets some love to our host. Just put hashtag Black Code in the comment section below. Let's just give a little bit of love there, right? Because she's doing something big. She got a movement. It's called a Black Code. You know what she's trying to do? She's trying to get entrepreneurs instead of black. She got a movement called a Black Code. Her movement has a mission, right? It's designed to get entrepreneurs into the black. That's code for not be broke. That's code for get out of the red, right? So she got a movement. Now, we here talking to y'all the message. We saying something that's going to inspire y'all to take action. Inspire y'all to watch right now. Inspire y'all to put your comments section below. Inspire y'all to text them, right? Inspire the people to take action. And then now, inside the people who are talking, they're teaching you a methodology. They're teaching you their process and their system that they use to produce results for themselves, to use them to produce results in the lives of the people that they call to serve, and also to produce results in their business. Now, let me tell you what that's going to equal. It's going to equal some money. You're like, I wonder what they're selling. Listen, you don't need to know what they're selling. You need to know what results you're going to get.
That's right.
What you need to do is get your butt on over to whatever they're selling and sign up for that. Because at the end of the day, they say seeing is believing. You're seeing it right now. You watching it right now. Now let me tell you something. They say seeing is believing, right? Let me tell you something else. You got to see it before you see it, or you will never see it. See, here's the thing. You got to learn how to see with something else other than your eyes. You got to learn how to see with your mind. You got to learn how to see with your heart. The eyes ain't the only thing that can see. Matter of fact, the science is already proven. The eyes can see. The mind can see without the eyes, but the eyes can't see without the mind. Proven. What do you see today? What do you see for your business? What do you see for your movement? What do you see for yourself? Today is the day where you take action. Now here's how I want to help. Here's how I want to help. Today, some of you realize the area that you were weakest. You said, if I don't have any people, it's because of my movement. If I don't have the people that I have taking action, I got a big downline, I got a big group, I got a large Facebook group, I got thousands of Facebook followers, but ain't nobody taking action. Well, I need to work on my message. If you find that, hey, I got the movement, I got the message, but my processes and systems are off, so I don't have the results that I'm looking for, then you know that you got to work on your methodology. So here's what I'm going to do. I want two things to happen. For the rest of the way, when you're listening to the Black Code, when you're on this telephone, want you to listen in the area where you have the greatest challenge. You don't need to be listening for how to build a movement if you already got a movement. You don't need to be listening for how to have a message to inspire people to take action if your people already take action. You need to listen in the areas that you have the greatest area of weakness. Here's the second thing I want you to do. I'm going to do something because I told you that note takers are money makers. And I told you that action takers are money makers. And that the first action that a money maker makes is taking notes. Let me tell you something else. The universe rewards those people who take action differently than those people who do not. The universe rewards those people who take action differently than those people who do not. And because of that, here comes your reward. Because of that, here comes your reward. I want you to take out your cell phone. I want you to take out your cell phone. I want you to do it right now. I want you to take out your cell phone. I want you to open up your text messaging app. And I'm going to do something special for everybody who was blessed enough to take up Danielle's challenge. That was blessed enough to join that Black Code movement. You're going to text the area of your weakest in, whatever area your weakest in, whatever area your weakest in. You're going to say, my weakest area is blank. You're going to put your first name, your last name, your first name, your last name, your best contact number, because I'm not going to assume that the number you text from is the number you want somebody to call you back on, and your email address. And you got to put your my weakest M is blank. Never don't say that on there. Don't worry about it. I won't be calling you back. You can't follow instructions. I can't call you. Don't worry. You can't get your first name, your last name, your email address, and your best contact number right. You got bigger problems than entrepreneurship problems. We just got to go back to the basics. So you get the basics down fast, right? We'll be ready to talk about entrepreneurship. Now, if that's you and you're ready for some help, one of the things that we're going to do, I promise, is that I'm going to agree to give everybody one power coaching session at no cost. No cost. We're going to give you some ideas and some things that you can do today. Because when is now a good time to get started? Now. Some things you can do today to really get on top of fixing the M when you're the weakest. So for those people, some people say, I'm ready for the number, Trevor. I'm ready for the number. Go ahead and put this number in the comment section below. You can text in that number. You can text in there. You got to put my weakest M in, right? You can text that into 202-270-1662. 202-270-1662. 202-270-1662. Now, some of y'all trying to run your pen and say it again. I'm not saying it again. You should have already had your pens out. I told you note takers are money makers. Right? If you had your pen out, you had your notes out, you got the number. If you didn't, next time take notes. Next time have a pen out. Next time be ready to make some money. Because note takers are money makers. Action takers are money makers. And the first move that a money maker makes, or the first action that a money maker makes, is taking notes. Don't ever show up in a place where you expect to be blessed without a pen or some type of device to record what you're going to hear. Danielle, I want to just thank you for having us on this call today. But if I might just recap for everybody, the formula for your success, the formula that I use to build a brand for 218,000 people, to build a movement in under 6 months. And I'm going to be revealing some of these secrets, especially for those people who are like, oh man, let me tell you what I did once I built my Black CEO fan page. Let me tell you what I did once I built out the Black CEO Facebook group. Let me tell you what I did when people started liking it. Let me tell you what I did to call people all over the world, from London to Antigua to South Africa with early Arabic to all around the world to Little Rock, Arkansas. Let me tell you what I did to build that movement up. Let me tell you what I did to make that thing go viral. Let me tell you how we use a messaging strategy, a messaging system to basically inspire people to take action. Let me teach you about the processes and the systems that we use to produce results. See, this is what goes down in the Black Code. If you want to get in the black, you show up with the Black Code, right? You want to be in the red, go to the Red Code, right? You want to be in the red, go get you some red bottoms, right? I guarantee you're going to get in the red sooner or later. You buy enough of them, right? But this is the Black Code. This is about business, BLAQ, right? Now, here's what we're going to do. When you text in what your weakest in is, our team is going to help you work on your weakest in. And so that's why you got to text it in to 202-270-1662. And basically, I'm going to make sure that each person that texts in, we're going to follow up with you. And what I love about it is, during the end of the year, when we get down to things, we get a chance to do some special things. And this is something that we want to do special because there's somebody who showed up for you today. Her name is Danielle Winning, and she's a winner. right? And see, one thing my father always said, he said, don't argue with a winner, right? So I'm not going to argue with the lady that's winning. And I guarantee you that she can help you win in your business and in your life because she's got a movement, she's got a message, and she's got a methodology. You know what it equals? It equals money. But it don't just equal her money, it equals your money. It's your legacy money. It's also money for your children. Hashtag go get your legacy money. Hashtag go get your legacy money. Hashtag go get your legacy money. Over to you, Danielle Winningham. It's been a pleasure to be a part of the Black Code. That's hashtag Black Code, BLAQ. Mic check, mic check.
Trevor, you know you absolutely positively slayed it. And let me tell you guys, I've been watching these guys for so long that it's amazing. I came out of corporate America, didn't know who was who, didn't know anybody from anybody. And these guys have been building big businesses for as long as I know. They were my inspiration to go big. And some of you guys are still sitting on the bench. You've been watching me for 6 months. Some of you been watching me for 2 years. Watching me build. You watch me quit my job. You watch me pay cash to send my twin girls to college. You watch me buy 6 cars this year. You watching me about to move into a 15-bedroom house. You watching me and watching me and watching me. And you want some, but you will not come off the bench. If you do not come off the bench, you cannot continue to run around with ideas and you're not launching them. At some point, what did we say the other day? We call them billionaires because billionaires build. And if you don't build something, then you don't have anything to live for a legacy. And I agree 100%, Kenny G. I know you said it's so true because you know you've been watching me. You say you can't stand that job, but yet every day you give them 100% of who you are at a discounted rate. You can't call your rate at a job. The only thing they can do at a job is give you a title. They gave me a title I felt important. I gave myself a title and now I'm paid. It's a big difference, guys. And so you got to say to yourself, what am I going to do to shift my life? And I'm showing you people who are out here killing the game. But what I love most about it is it's not an exclusion. It's an inclusion. This could be you if you move your feet. The Black Code starts November 9th. $99 down, $99 a week for 12 weeks. This ain't a bunch of videos, y'all. This ain't a bunch of stuff. I'm going to show up and teach you live how to get to where you need to be so that you can get to where you want to be. You don't have to sacrifice. You don't have to continue to play small. You don't have to continue to not have this, or you don't have to continue to, in your life, make those sacrifices. Maybe I'll get a car or send my kids to school. Maybe I'll send my kids to private school or pay for their college. You just don't have to do it, but you got to move your feet. You got to make some change. bit.ly/BLAQ code. That's Build, Launch, and Quit. And from all the interviews you guys have seen me interviewing my clients, one of the things Trevor said is it's got to be something that you've done for other people and you've done for yourself. I've quit my job. I've changed my revenue streams. And you heard from my clients, they're launching stuff and they're doing it too. So this ain't just something I did for myself. This is something that I've done for introverts and people in the ministry field and people, couples, and Kiara's a stay-at-home mom now. So regardless as to your situation, there is something here for you so you can have the freedom to live the life you want. But you have got to make the change. They asked, when was the best time to plant a tree? If you want shade, it was 20 years ago. But if you didn't plant it 20 years ago, plant one today. So quit waiting on the rest of the world to keep bypassing you. You're at a special time where entrepreneurialism is at an all-time peak because we've got tools that can get you in front of anybody. Today is proof. This video is going to be seen by thousands and thousands of people. What's keeping you from being on the other end? So I want to thank Shay. I want to thank Trevor. They absolutely positively slayed it. You guys slayed it.
And what I'll say, Danielle, because I love hearing your story. I mean, I love because it is a representation. It's your own personal freedom. And this here's one thing I want everybody to write down right now. First things first. Everybody just hit the share button. Why? Because your big takeaway could be somebody else's big breakthrough. And in business, we spend our time serving others. And we got to constantly stay in service. The first thing I want everybody to do, wherever you're watching at, just hit the share button. If somebody you know needs this information. But let's just talk about freedom. A lot of times the reason why entrepreneurs get in business, the number one word you'll hear is freedom. The number one word you'll hear. And there is a formula for freedom. There's a formula for everything. There's a formula for water. The formula for water is H2O, right? But there's also a formula for freedom. And let's write this down because many of us are speaking freedom, entrepreneurial freedom, freedom to live our dreams, freedom to have a life we deserve, freedom to love. But let me tell you something. Free from plus free to equals freedom. Free from plus free to equals freedom. And see, you get free from some things, not arbitrarily. You get free from some things so that you can get free to do something. See, free from plus free to equals freedom. See, listen, if you never use your freedom, you'll never be free. And what's the use of having freedom if you're never going to use it? You want to get away from your job to do what? Right? You want to get free from this relationship to do what? You want to get free from the things that's holding you back to do what? Free from plus free to equals freedom. What you going to do with it? What's the use of being free if you're not going to use it? How you going to ever know if you're free if you never use your freedom? Free from plus free to equals freedom. And that's what they are focused on at the Black Code. They are focused on helping you get your freedom. And it's my belief that the Black Code is going to free 10,000 entrepreneurs all around the world. I believe that 10,000 entrepreneurs all around the world are going to find their freedom. They're going to get free from some things to get free to do some things. They're going to get free from some crushing debt. Some of them are going to get free from some bad situations. Some of them are going to get free from some crazy bosses. Some of them are going to get free from some college student loans and debt. Oh, God, that's a new question to me. But some of y'all are going to get free from some things so you can get free to do something. Free from plus free to equals freedom. Get your freedom. Hashtag Black Code. That's BLAQ, by the way. Get your freedom. Back over to you, Danielle.
Thank you, Trevor. You guys have been amazing. Guys, we'll be back tonight. Man, this party don't stop. So tonight we're bringing you Brand Master Sade Adu. She's absolutely positively going to slay it. I know that. And then my big little brother, the king of viral videos. This man has had videos. I think he did a grit video that had 44 million views. It's crazy. He said no words during this entire video. He sat there and put like 4 scoops of sugar in a bowl of grits this big. And the videos went absolutely viral. Viral macaroni and cheese videos. Viral turnip green videos. You could say, well, that's food. Food's going to go viral. No, not everybody's food videos go viral. He absolutely, what did Trevor say? Methodology? He's got the methodology for viral videos. He's a bad man. And he makes the money to prove it. So we know he got his formula right. My big little brother, Darius Williams, is going to be on tonight. So we'll be back at 8:30 p.m. If you want a branding message that's solid, if you want the key to viral videos, you guys will join us, man. I can't tell you anything else about changing your life. I got to bring some people on so they can show you where it's possible for you to go, but you can't keep sitting on the bench. You gotta get ready and you gotta get gone. Thank you, Trevor. You guys are amazing. Thank you, guys. See you guys tonight at 8:30 p.m.